Hey, how's it going? I'm Alex, and today I want to show you this basketball hula hoop that this brand sent to me for the video, which, by the way, comes with everything you need for the installation. You're going to see right here the instruction manual. The process is not super bad, I have to say, but if you have help, it's going to be much better. So I have my neighbor helping me with this one, and it took, I think it was probably like in between 50 to 60 minutes, no more than that. If you have power tools, with power tools, it's going to be much better. So again, if you have help, this is going to be much easier. And of course, with power tools, again, it will be kind of like in between 60 to 70, 80 minutes in between. Another thing about this one, besides the instruction manual, that also comes with a remote controller. And you may ask, why is that? Remote controller, because it comes with lights. So we're going to actually check it out during the day a little bit, play a little bit as well, and then come back at night so you can see the lights. It comes with RGB lights that are going to be in the board and the actual ring over here. So that's a really good thing. Another good thing about this one is, let me show you, is that it comes with two extra ways, actually two ways of securing the weight of this one. Because this one right here, it's an extra sandbag. So you can put gravel inside this one, you can put sand if you want. And this one is going to give you in between 100 and 110 extra pounds. But this one right here, this is where you're going to put the water. So you remove this cap over here. We already set up the water, so that is why it's not super easy to move. So you put this kind of like O-ring over here, and then you set up the lid just like this. So once you put the lid, set up the water first, and this is going to give you about in between 130 extra pounds. So you have 130 pounds, and this right here you have about 110 pounds. So this thing won't move at all. But talking about movement, right here in the front you're gonna find wheels. So I'm not gonna move it right now because this is already super heavy, but once that you kind of like want to set up in the place that you're gonna use it, before putting the water, you can use the frontal wheels, kind of like slant it a little bit, and use the frontal wheels to push it, move it, set up in the place that you're gonna use it, put up the water, and if you want, put up the sandbag as well. It also comes with a place to store your basketball over here in the back, and also this frontal panel over here as well, in case that you want to use it for bouncing. But one of the other best things about this one is that you can see over here the shock absorption right here. This is for kind of like hanging from the actual ring if you want, or just to avoid any extra bouncing from the weight. So that's a really important thing to have in a hula hoop. And right here on the back, you're gonna see the lights. Those are gonna be the RGB lights that are waterproof. They're connected to a battery pack that I'm gonna show you in a few seconds. You have the whole frame over there, which is gonna absorb all the impact. And right here, you're gonna find something super important. Let me show you. So with this crank over here, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the installation, not too much, just a little bit, because again, everything comes explained in the instruction manual. But then with this crank over here, what you can do is you can actually set up the ring down to 5.25 feet. That's kind of like right in the middle right now. But then with this crank, you can actually put it up to 10 feet. So that's a lot of actual height. So you can actually do that and put it up to 10 feet. So that is a lot. I want to say that if you, in case that you have your kids practicing with this, or you're practicing with this as well, you can see that this one keeps moving, and that is going to give you the majority of the variety of playing in between 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 10 foot, which is going to be the best thing. So we're going to set it up kind of like in 9 feet, I want to say, something like that. And let me show you some of the installation just a little bit, and then we're gonna play some. So you're gonna set up the frame like this with those 4 bolts, one there, one on the other side, and one on the other side. And then you're gonna put this junction together and adjust it as much as you can. And this is the base that is gonna be with the water, with the optional sandbag. And here's the back of the board, as you can see over here, with the metal frame and the 4 bolts over there, and you will set up the net right here and the O-ring over here for the hula hoop. And check out how these 2 parts of the metal frame will bend just to connect them with these 2 bolts over here. So in the end, looks something like this. You gotta take care of these 2 bolts over here so you can actually pass them through the main pipe. And this is how you're gonna set up the lights. I mean, you can set up however you want it, but I think this is the best thing so you can actually see them from the front part. So in that case, when you're bouncing the ball, you're not gonna hit the lights and probably break them. So this is how we did it with these parts over here with the sticky pads. And then of course here's the remote controller, so you kind of like route them out all the way through the whole board. And then you kind of like put the lights over here and also set up the lights over here as well on the ring. So before we set it to play a little bit, you can see kind of like a closer look right here to the base, the sandbag, the whole frame over here, the battery pack that actually put it with the sticky pad over here, and also the whole frame in the back, as well as the light, the board, and of course the net with the ring over there. Let's play a little bit. I have Dad over here. Actually, he allowed him to play a little bit. So play some. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, he's a pro. Actually, he's been playing basketball for a long time. So to him, this is actually one of the best things to have. And of course, with all the features that this one comes with, the 5 to 10 feet, you can see that he can't stop. He can like put in one and one right after the other one. Yep, he's a pro. Very nice pro with this one for sure. So we're gonna play some more, and we're gonna probably come back at night so we can see it with the lights, with the RGB lights, and that's gonna be the best thing for sure. So take a look at how it looked at night. Looks super, super cool, as you can see over here. It has RGB modes, and this mode right here is kind of like a cycling mode that cycles through the colors, as you can see over here. Let me show you something on the remote controller. So take a look at this. I'm here, kind of like he's playing, still playing. So I'm gonna actually change the color. So you can see I'm the remote controller, just changing the colors to fixed colors. But you can also give it some modes as well. They have different modes. They have kind of like a cycling mode, a music mode, a rhythm mode, many others that it will be kind of like changing through the night with all the colors and every single RGB aspect of it. So I think that's actually really, really cool. And here's how it looks from the back. Again, you can see the moon over there, so it is for real middle of the night. But you can see how it changes. And again, everything with the remote controller, so it's super easy for you to change it. Well, for the last time, you can see this one. Remember, it goes from 5.25 feet to 10 with the RGB colors, with the remote controller. And in the middle of the night, it's going to be super good just to play and have some fun. And the moonlight, and of course, under the stars. I like it. Recommend it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.